Welcome to the CNBC-TV18 special, and today we are joined by Nitin Gupta, Chairman of Central Board of Direct Taxes. A very warm welcome, sir. We must know that Central Board of Direct Taxes is the board which actually administers, it is the custodian board for the income tax regime in the country. They take care of the income taxpayers. They also try and look into how best they can facilitate the taxpayers for a better taxation. And yes, not to forget, to also ease the compliance burden for the stakeholders. Very warm welcome to CNBC-TV18, sir. Sir, when we talk of CBDT, collections is something that has been very robust. We've seen that in the last year the collections were healthy, and this year too the collections have been pegged at a very healthy number. Where are we right now, sir, in terms of collections?
Right now, against the budget target of 14.20 lakh crore, we have achieved collection of more than 4,75,000 crore, which is at the growth of around 33%. The gross collections are still better, with a growth of around 38 to 39%. In spite of more refund outgo, which we want that should be enhanced, the collections are very robust at the and going at the rate of around 33%.
So when we talk of the collections, they are also healthy on the back of a lower base that we were seeing because of COVID. And now that the sector, all the industry is reviving, if you can break the data when it comes to corporate tax collections, sir, where are we on corporate tax collections?
Corporate tax as well as personal income tax, on both the side, the collections are robust. And I think the actual picture would emerge once we get the second installment of advance tax in the month of September. So a better analysis can be made around 20th of September once we get the figures for the second installment.
So when we talk of future of taxation, because that is something that impacts and touches every taxpayer, and everyone wants to hear from the government, from you per se, who's the head of the department, as to what could be future of taxation. How would their tax issues or tax problems get eased in the near future?
We have been working on it, that the taxpayer is given convenience, and that has been the real objective for all the actions which we are taking. In the recent past, in the Finance Act 22, the government has come out with a new scheme called e-verification scheme. Okay. This scheme is meant for the taxpayers who have not disclosed their correct state of affairs, their income or the inter se head of income, which affects the rate of taxation or any other issue, based upon the data which is being disclosed by us to the taxpayer in AIS. So to cover that sort of anomaly, if any taxpayer is facing, this e-verification scheme has been introduced, and it will be made operational very soon.
Of late, we've seen a lot of major pharma companies which were under tax radar, where we came to know that they were spending a huge sum of money to promote their drugs via bribing the doctors, etc., which is ideally not the right way. Even in the tax policy, it is very clear that any money spent like this should not be considered as part of R&D, etc., and should be part of expenses and income. Where are we on enforcement? What is the idea right now towards enforcement?
Enforcement is an action which we have to take, and to understand in what way tax evasion is taking place, and in what way we can modify our tax laws as well to take care of those means of evasion. So it's a continuous exercise, and the message which it sends to the taxpayers across the community, across the sections, is that they should file the right, disclose the correct income in their return of income, and pay taxes as a honest taxpayer, which is the theme of the government. Coming to enforcement side, I would not like to talk about any specific company or a taxpayer, but the trend, if you see, the recent trend has been that we mount actions based on the credible evidence in our possession, and we are looking at the value chain where the evasion could be there, where there could be the tax evasion could be more pronounced. For example, you have covered a healthcare sector, and let me say that we have mounted actions right from the pharmaceutical companies to the pathological labs to the major distributors of pharma products, and even upon the hospitals. So our take is that wherever there is evasion and wherever the value chain shows us that there could be more chances of evasion with credible evidence in our possession, we are mounting actions and looking at the sector in that manner.